Hey guys, JCC2224 talking about and showing my Gundam displays that I have in the JCC 2.0 studio. Now, typically I would just kind of talk about these as I'm showing them, but because you can see them and you're probably familiar with Gundam if you're watching this video, I'm not really going to be like, oh, that's the high-grade Revive gun cannon, oh, that's the Revive Goof, oh, that's the original gun tank. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk about how I set up the displays, what was going through my mind, and how I feel about these figures as a whole. So as you can see, Gundam stuff got a very prominent area in the studio. It got this middle shelf thing that you've probably seen the top of in a lot of my recent videos. I really wanted to have Gundam just be prominent because I love Gundam. These figures are probably one of my favorite things to collect. And I have two ranges here. The top shelf is mostly dedicated to the original show, and the bottom has various other shows on it, like Gundam Thunderbolt. You can see the Atlas Gundam there, and then we have, a few other Zaku's on the other side, Daryl Lorenz's Zaku specifically. And then we have Gundam the Origin stuff, which is certainly my favorite high-grade line. It's probably my favorite Gunpla line, period. I love the Origin stuff. You can see I just got Char Zaku 1, and I'm super excited for that one. We just have tons of various Zeon stuff here. As you can tell, I mostly focus on Zeon stuff. I have a few Federation things, and I have a few Gundams that are kind of outside of the realm of the Universal Century. Like you can see in the middle there, I have the Wing Gundam from, well, Gundam Wing. I just wanted to mostly focus on Zeon stuff because that's my favorite aspect of the Gundam universe, and I wanted my collection to mostly revolve around Zeon stuff. But I do like some Federation stuff. I do like having a little bit of a Federation force, but nothing like my Zeon army that I'm working on. Like you can see, I decided to separate it even just general by show. You can see right now I think is 08th MS Team stuff. And I even got the old 08th Zaku too, just to feign out my Zaku forces more. Right here we have War in the Pocket, which is a pretty decent anime with some pretty decent figures. I don't know, War in the Pocket wasn't too exciting, but it was still pretty good. That GM Cold Climate is probably my least favorite figure here. Here you can see some of the aquatic Zeon suits, and then just a few MSIA things that fit in scale, I feel, with the models. And just more Zaku's, pretty much. That's mostly my main focus, because when I was a kid, I always wanted a Zaku 2 figure, and I could never find one. I specifically wanted the MSIA Ground War set, with all this stuff. And as you can see, I ended up getting it with those little MSIA Zeon vehicles. You can see some Zeta Gundam stuff here. And Zaku's, like I said, I just want to keep talking about Zaku's because I love them. They're certainly my favorite mobile suit. You can see here we have the old high-grade 1100 Wing Gundam Zero custom with a painted hero there. And then, just a few other versions of it. And then over, we have my absolute favorite mobile suit, Char Zaku 2. We have a few different versions of that. I just wanted to have more of a focus on those two because they're probably two of my favorite mobile suits. I really strive to collect the 1144 stuff mostly, but I do have some MSIA stuff. Like with G Gundam, a show I really enjoy, I mostly just stuck to the MSIA stuff. Like you can see, I have most of the MSIA Battlescar G Gundam stuff here, but I really wanted to limit my MSIA stuff because I didn't want to collect stuff that I knew I wouldn't really mess with or enjoy as much as, say, 1144s. So I really stayed limited with the G Gundam collection for the battle scards. I do have a few non-battle scards, but it's mostly just limited to those. You can see the non-battle scarred Nobel Gundam, or Noble Gundam. I always called her Nobel Gundam when I was a kid for some reason. And then Master Gundam, and then the corner over there we have a Royal Gundam kind of hiding behind Shining, or not Shining, hiding behind Burning, or God Gundam, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, this is a little crowded because I even had to put some stuff in storage with this, like some little SDs. But you can see I still have some SDs here. I didn't want to have all of them stored away. Like I have the Char's Counterattack SD set, and I have the MSIA Big Row that I actually found at the thrift store. It doesn't have any of its freaking claws, but I got it for like a couple bucks. Over here we have some MSI Stardust Memory and Zeon stuff, and Neo Zeon Gyaradogas. That Gyaradoga, the original MSIA, is one of my most fond figures from my childhood. I messed with that all the time. And then some MSIA Wing stuff, and just a little more small stuff, Matilda's ship and the black tri-stars. So, last stuff we have here are the master grades. I only have two. I have my two favorite mobile suits, Charzaku 2 and the Giradoga. And I just want to vent a little bit. Right after I filmed this video, my Charzaku 2 fell off the shelf and the V-fin broke, so I have to get a replacement for that. That's fantastic. That's great. Well, anyways, guys, I'm off to kind of calm down a little bit. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, check out my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages if you have a chance. Have a good day, guys, and as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.